It's Jen and Lali. Hey guys, so welcome back to our channel. So today we're going to be doing the reacting to a scary video,
I guess. No, because we did a poll on Instagram and our stories, and we did two different ones: cheapskates or scary. And you guys want scary for a reason, but yeah, we're gonna react to that right now. And we might do two videos depending how long it is, and then we'll rate it between 1 to 10 how scary it is or how creepy it is. Yeah.
So make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and make sure to share this video if you enjoy it.
I was on tour trying to find some really deep websites. I was in a chat room where people normally shared links to deeper websites and weird pictures and videos, commonly illegal pornography.
Wow.
Some guy named Vintage XXX posted a link without describing what it was. I clicked on it, and it took me to a black screen where a big video box eventually popped up with a play button. The video thumbnail was a dark room, only lit by a TV screen. Out of curiosity, I clicked play, and began to hear the sound of TV static in the background as lines of static slowly swam down the video screen. There was no seek bar in this video. Then, I noticed something slowly begin to emerge from behind the wall. It was a figure dressed in all black with some kind of black mask on as well. I started to suspect it was a jump scare video, and I thought I was right when the figure leaped out and ran to the screen in less than a second. It still got me, even though I was expecting it, but then it got strange. The person had their face in front of the screen, slowly moving around as if he could see me and was observing me. Then I heard a crackly, demonic voice say something. It came from the video.
No.
It repeated itself, and I could make the phrase out to be, "Ask me something." I was really confused. I tried typing something, but there was nowhere to enter text. Then he said, "No, not the keyboard. Say something." I felt my heart punch the inside of my chest as he said this. I opened my mouth and mumbled the words, "You can hear me?"
No, nigga.
It responded with, "Yes." I was uncomfortable now. I thought it was a video. I pressed pause, but it didn't do anything. He said, "Don't try to leave, I want to talk." I tried moving the mouse to the exit button, but the mouse was frozen. In fact, none of the keys were responding on my keyboard. There was a long moment of silence before my webcam began flashing as if it were on, and my face popped up on the screen. "There, I got a picture of you now. Now just hang on while I get your address, and then we can meet." I started to panic, smashing every key on the keyboard, spazzing the mouse, but it did nothing.
Just close it.
I had my finger on the power button, but it also didn't do anything. The computer wouldn't turn off. The voice was saying crazy things like, "You're stuck here. I will find you. Don't even bother." I snatched the screwdriver sitting on my desk, unscrewed the 4 screws on the bottom of my laptop, and took out the battery. The computer finally turned off. I was gasping for air as if I just ran a marathon. My heart was pounding 5 times as fast as it should have. I have since left my laptop off after that, and have resorted to using my desktop as my main computer. I'm sure by now nothing will happen. He definitely didn't have enough time to get my address.
And he was down there.
So this one was funny.
It was funny. It wasn't creepy at all. It's just like
I don't know.
like you know that if you see something on your computer and they're trying to do something, like just close your computer.
But he just
stayed there and watching. Like you want that to happen to you. Yeah. So we rate that 1, 2. It's not that scary.
I give it a 3 because it was funny.
Like funniness, yeah, 3. But like creepy or scary, no. It doesn't. Yeah, we're just laughing through that. do another one, right?
Yeah.
All
That
right.
was really good.
I know.
I can't wait. We're trying a different one now.
Yeah.
Because the other ones were just like funny.
Now, back to the show.
Hey, I'm Sapphire. Want to hear something scary? The 9 Deaths. The following story was submitted by Jean. This is a true story their best friend Lawrence told them. My name is Lawrence. I was 13 years old at the time. My mom and I were on a trip to my hometown in India, visiting some family. When we arrived, I went to take a shower and freshen up. I'm still not entirely sure how it happened, but I slipped and hit my rear end pretty hard on the floor. I remember my mom pounding on the locked door to let her in, while I lay there crying nonstop. After I calmed down a bit and let her in, I remember her examining the floor and being really confused. Because the floor was bone dry, I had slipped before I even stepped into the shower. That was just the beginning. Later that evening, my mom needed to run some errands and she left me alone in the house. I began to write in my diary about the trip so far. That's when I heard something grumble. It was my stomach. So I hopped out of bed to grab some snacks from the kitchen. I opened the door, and as I took a step forward, the door slammed back shut, hitting my head hard. I fell backward and onto the carpet. I screamed as I saw and felt blood dripping near my eyes. It hurt so bad. My vision was blurring, and I passed out. But before I did, I remember hearing a laugh that sounded like a woman's. I woke up. I felt terrible pain on my forehead, and I touched the area. It wasn't wet. There was no blood, no swelling, only pain. I was still on the ground. I looked around me. No blood. On the door, no blood there either. The door was still cracked halfway open, and I was still home alone. This type of thing kept happening to me. I would get inexplicably hurt, but ultimately end up fine. Like the next day, I was hit by a bus. Another day, a knife flew at me while I was alone in the kitchen. One time, I began choking out of nowhere. Every time something like this happened, I heard that same eerie laugh. The day before my 14th birthday, I decided to tell my mom. I had counted 8 times that I had nearly died, and I didn't want it to happen anymore. While I was explaining every incident to her, I could see the blood drain from her face. She grabbed my hand and pulled me outside, her other hand making calls on her cell phone. I remember feeling really scared. Did I do something wrong? A short ride later, we arrived at a church. The rest of my family was already waiting there. They ushered me inside, and my grandma proceeded to tell me what was going on. So the story went that my Aunt Natasha became a teenage mother around the time my parents got married. She lived alone at the time, so no one knew about the baby. Unfortunately, she hated her baby girl, Lawrence. She hated her so much that she tried to kill her multiple times, slipping in the bathroom, slamming her head by the door, pushing her at a bus stop, throwing a knife at her, cutting her fingers, strangling her, poisoning her, throwing her out the balcony of the 5th floor, drilling her skull. Lawrence died on the 9th try. She died around the same time that I was born. The only reason my family knows about any of this is because when Aunt Natasha visited me for the first time and heard my name, Lawrence, she confessed everything. I was just 3 years old at the time. My family had her committed to an institution after that. So the priest at the church blessed me in hopes of removing the curse that Aunt Natasha had put on me. And it seems to have worked so far. It's been a year and I haven't had any more near-death experiences. I'm just glad that I told my parents about what was going on when I did. If I had waited any longer, things might have ended a lot differently.
Now that was creepy.
It was creepy and it was kind of sad. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's like,
So the story is like basically from someone that tried to kill their kid and
Like La Llorona.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
for me it's like a 6, 7.
I think I'm gonna give it like a 4. Because it wasn't scary and it wasn't that creepy. It was just like a normal story. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Somebody else was happening the same thing as someone else that died. So basically the bad spirit was still there. So it's like, aye. We finished watching the videos, but we couldn't like react to it after as much as like we wanted to, because there's a lot of people there. I guess they're doing some event, so everybody's eating Chipotle and now we're hungry. But either way, so we thought we were gonna get scared, but it's like kind of funny videos.
Yeah.
Just the last one, it was kind of the way she said it is like it's a creepy way. So thanks to the camera girl right there, my sister, that recommended those videos.
Yeah, so they were good. So yeah, we'll have the links down below so you can also watch the videos if you like them.
And make sure you click that notification bell, subscribe, like, share, do all that
Amazing stuff.
and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.